Namaste. I am Poonamma. I have been conducting yoga teacher trainings since 2009 and I have been teaching yoga since 1996. So today I would like to share some basics that would be helpful for yoga teachers as well as yoga students as they begin their practice. First thing to remember when you start a yoga pose is preparatory pose. What pose would help you to go into the pose? Like for example, if you're doing downward facing dog, stretching the arms, stretching the hands, stretching the hamstrings would be important before you go into the pose. Second thing to remember in your practice would be what are the things that will help you go into the pose to sustain the pose better. Do you need wall? If it's a balancing pose, maybe you need the wall. Do you need blocks? Do you need blanket? Every little thing counts. You can practice the pose hundreds of times and still every day you will learn something new from it. Next thing you need to remember is how to modify the practice. Sustain the practice as well as modify the practice. So again, props come handy. Your breath is very important. That will be the next thing. Is it inhale that helps you go into the pose, or is it the exhale that helps you go into the pose? And then what helps you sustain the pose? So inhalation, exhalation, and even kumbhak or breath retention, whether you're retaining the breath inside or you're retaining the breath outside. All these four aspects of your pranayama, of your breathing practice, help you go deeper into your pose. Next thing to remember would be how to come out of the pose. So many injuries happen as a result of people not taking the time to get in and out of the pose when they are doing the pose than while they are actually doing the pose. So coming out of the pose in a safe way is also very important. Next comes a counter pose. For example, if you have done seated forward bends that are kind of hard on people's lower back, lying down on your back would be a counter pose. So remembering to balance your practice that way. And finally, precautions. Be aware of what are the precautions that have already been mentioned by different teachers and remember to take those precautions. Inverted poses are not for everyone. Deep back bends are not for everyone. Everybody is good for some poses and everybody can be challenged with other poses. So use your own judgment, connect to your body more than anything else as you practice. Feel free to sign up. Go to the website universalspirityoga.com and look under courses for more information or email universalspirityoga@gmail.com for more information. Namaste.